Welcome back. Our next guest has made his mark in the comedy world for the past 30 years. That sounds bad. I know, George.
That
sorry.
sounds horrible.
In that time, he shared the stage with Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, and many others. But this weekend, George Willborn, he's going to be performing over at the Comedy Club of Jacksonville. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my bud.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right, so I read that you're called the stress reliever.
I am. I've been
right now, in the world that we're living in right now,
I know.
we could use a little stress relieving.
There's no doubt about it. I was coined that some years ago from a family that came to my show, and something tragic had happened in their life, and they had gotten their brother out to see a comedy show just to get him back into the real world again. He saw me, and some things happened good for him on that show, and they started calling me the stress reliever. And I can't remember a time in life that my name and what I try to do every day on stage and in radio is more needed than ever before right now.
Oh, I love it. So the stuff that is going on, I'll just throw it out there. Like our president, it's got to be fueling your comedy, right? Like
I don't let it to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Matt, it's like it's more like an experience for me. I have more of an experience than show, so much of my show is dedicated to my audience and how they feel and the energy that they have and my life and other things outside of our extraordinarily idiotic president.
I thought you weren't going to talk about it.
that I only have a certain portion of that,
Sure.
But I do have some great stuff about it, and it's based on the truth. I mean, he's doing such crazy and idiotic stuff. We stopped even talking about stuff that's important, that used to be important about him, like his hair.
You just want to bring it back down to basics.
How did we get to a place where his hair doesn't even come up in conversation anymore? I don't even think it's real hair. I think it's cotton candy. I think it's cotton candy. I think he's got a cotton candy machine at home. He goes down, he gets out the shower, put his head in there. I just don't think that he needs to capitalize more than the time we give him.
Sure. All right. Let's talk about the beginnings of comedy for you. Started out in Chicago, now you're in D.C.
Yeah, I'm in D.C. I started out in Chicago. I'm currently doing some stuff for syndicated radio in Washington. WHUR is the station that I'm there locally, but we're in 55 different markets. Michael Basin's show, and I'm co-hosting that. But comedy started for me, 30-some years ago in Memphis, Tennessee. Then I went home to Chicago, where I was born and raised. And I befriended Bernie, the late Bernie Mac, who's a very close friend of mine.
God, that was such just a loss in the comedy world.
Sure. All of the losses, the major losses, were huge because the comedians they bring, when they get to that level, bring so much comfort, so much happiness to a world that's, at whatever time is really needed. I mean, we really need to laugh right now. It's past just me getting a paycheck or doing what I love to do. It's like if you don't laugh at some of this stuff, you'll find yourself on the harbor on Lisa's boat crying.
All right, we are going to be able to see you this weekend over at the Comedy Club of Jacksonville, but you've got another cool tour going on with Arnez J, another guy who comes on the show. Every time he comes through Jacksonville, he's always on here. Yeah,
I've got a great tour coming up with Michael Basin and myself called the Listen and Laugh Tour. It's myself, Arnez J, Samore, the great queen of comedy.
She comes on the show too. She's great.
She's a great friend of mine. George Wallace is on this tour, The Earthquake. Legend. So it's a legendary tour, and friends that who've been sharing the stage for 30 years. We just happen to put a tour together with all of us on it at the same time. So that's very exciting. But this weekend, I'm here to relieve some stress for people in this area. I think it's much needed.
Yes, it is.
You all went through a terrible time, weather-wise, and our prayers, and many of us have been hoping the best. But I'm going to do my part by making you laugh and forget about some stuff.
Well, you already made me laugh today, so. All right, you can check out George tonight and tomorrow. There's 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow over at the Comedy Club of Jacksonville on Beach Boulevard. Get showtimes and ticket information on jacksonvillecomedy.com.